On today's episode of Benny and the Jet, we talk about Antonio Brown to the Raiders, NFL free agent frenzy, and recap the NFL Combine. So we got a big NFL pod today, Ben. Big one. All right, we also have a great interview with state champion left tackle Declan McCauley, where we talk about the recruiting process, who the biggest trash talker on the field is, and if he can successfully land a plane.
All right, let's get after it.
All right, today is Monday, March 11th, and Ben, Antonio Brown is a confirmed alpha.
He definitely is, and he's the kind of guy, he gets what he wants, when he wants, how he wants it, and he proved that to us.
He's a confirmed alpha. No one else could have done this move. He's the fact that he basically, all right, I think we're both in agreement here. He actually got traded to Buffalo. Like, there was no doubt, like, he legitimately got traded. Like, the paperwork was signed. Antonio Brown was like, nope, not going to Buffalo, not going to re-sign. I'm done.
He was choosing his own destiny.
That's just an alpha.
Sure.
Like, that's an alpha move. Like, he gets what he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it. That's an alpha move. He's been self-proclaiming a trade for months. Finally gets one. He's going to the Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Dude, honestly?
Yeah, how do you like the fit? You like the fit?
I don't really think. I think the Raiders are just kind of spitballing here.
No, I love it.
They threw away Khalil Mack, threw away Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but think about it.
Like
Amari Cooper and a first. All right, this is what the Raiders traded away. Amari Cooper, a 3 and a 5. They got back Antonio Brown and a 1. Disregard the Khalil Mack trade. I would rather have Antonio Brown and a 1 than Amari Cooper and a 3 and a 5.
I'm not going to combine them, though, because they're two separate things. But think about this.
Let's think about it.
Let's think about it. So
power thoughts here.
Martavis Bryant was traded for a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's buns.
Antonio
Brown was traded for a 3rd and a 5th. This is just another 5th-round pick for Antonio Brown over Martavis Bryant.
That's why I'm saying the Raiders got to steal. The Raiders got to steal.
Something's up.
I know the Patriots offered a 2 and a 4. Yeah. But if you're the Steelers, I think it's a great move to not trade him to New England. I feel like New England would just
for the sake of
3 more Super Bowls. Exactly. They're saving the NFL. That's good for the Steelers, but bad for the Steelers. They got swindled. I think AB just dominated the situation.
Yeah.
He came in, controlled the narrative with his freaking gold mustache. By the way,
gold mustache.
Usually, like, I'm on the player side on, like, most of these issues where it's, all right, players versus owners versus teams. I like being on the player side because I feel like, you deserve to get paid. Go get your money. Go get your money.
Go secure the bag.
Get your money.
Secure the bag.
But the fact that Antonio Brown had a gold mustache brought it down. At least, like, now I'm like, shit, like, I kind of feel bad for the Steelers now.
Dude, he didn't even, like, he acted like an owner. Like,
he was gold mustache.
Yeah, and is he recruiting Le'Veon?
I think so.
Le'Veon going to the black hole?
Yeah, all right, so we can talk about that too. Do we like the move though? For
Antonio?
Both Antonio and the Raiders. I like the move for both. I think he's going to bring the old Raiders culture back to Oakland. I think they're going to kick some ass, and I think from what I'm hearing, my sources have been telling me I'm pretty plugged into NFL circles.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty plugged in, honestly. I'm like probably a mini Adam Schefter out here, but
we'll see.
My sources, I was writing the Kyler Murray thing. Shout out me, but
shout out you.
But I think that Gruden is going for a 3-headed monster in AB, Le'Veon, and Kyler Murray.
That'd be sick.
Because I know he's very interested in Kyler Murray. From all the reports we're getting is that he loves Kyler Murray. Like, he will trade up.
Everyone loves the stock on him is just constantly rising at this point.
Yeah.
It's a confirmed 1 overall.
I think it's a confirmed 1 overall. And we talked about it last time. Like, Kingsbury, same agent, Kyler Murray.
Draw the connection.
Connections.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like this move for Oakland. I think Mike Mayock in his first big move as a GM came up clutch, showing that he's not just a TV guy here. Jimbo,
they're still gonna suck. They're still gonna finish under 500.
Not just Mike Mayock's not just talking about bubble butts and oily hips anymore. He's talking about Antonio Brown getting Antonio Brown for a 3 and a 5, and I love the move. I think it's a great move for the Raiders. I think it's going to bring some culture back to Oakland. And when they move to Las Vegas, woo, you know AB is going to have some fun there.
Dude, have you seen his Instagram,
he's going to have some
stories?
Fun. Oh yeah.
Jeez, he's just like push-ups in the pool.
Oh yeah.
First day in Oakland.
First day in Oakland, baby.
First day as a Raider. First day as a Raider. Let's go. First day as a Raider. Constantly.
But
he's hyped. He's stoked. Raiders fans are stoked. Bills fans are not stoked.
Bills fans, I mean, he just totally finessed them. But he definitely got traded, and he just was like, no, I'm not going to Buffalo.
No,
Buffalo sucks. Buffalo's cold. Buffalo sucks. Buffalo sucks again. Not going to Buffalo.
They're also cold, and they suck.
It's very cold.
But
very
no
cold.
AB in Buffalo. It's confirmed. DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf had a combine and a half. All right. I'm just going to put it out here. DK Metcalf is the second coming of Jesus Christ. He's the second. The fact that you can have 1.6% body fat is just ridiculously absurd. It is absolute blasphemy.
Not physically possible.
Yeah, no, I don't like. That's just like not eating a burger.
It might not
like
be.
you never eat a burger in your entire life if you have 1.6% body fat.
Right.
That's absurd.
Yeah. Good for him.
Definitely good for DK.
Catching the eye of every
ran a 4.33 at the NFL Combine. He's what? I think he was 6'6".
Well, I mean, he's the creative Madden player.
He's the ideal creative.
You go wide receiver,
99
6'6",
overall,
99 overall,
8-pack.
Except the one thing I did see was his lateral movement.
Yeah, oily hips. He doesn't have oily hips.
Very slow.
Doesn't have oily hips,
but
his three-cone drill I saw was worse than Ryan Tannehill's.
Wasn't it like close to like Brady's?
Yeah. That's absurd. Like that's ridiculously bad.
So there is a flaw.
He's gonna be running go routes.
He's gonna throw him a fade.
He's gonna be Julio Jones, except for the fact that he can't run posts.
That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I mean that could hurt. But honestly, he's getting top 10 buzz. He's getting top 5 buzz.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I'm a fan of a team in the top 5, I don't know, man. Getting a guy like DK Metcalf is it's like getting Zion basically for the NFL.
That's a stretch.
Nope. I think it's
Kyler Murray is
in terms
Zion.
of like a big body, lots of hype. There's Shaquem Griffin after the combine was all the hype last year. This year it's DK Metcalf, and I feel like getting one of those hype players is pretty cool for a franchise.
Yeah, definitely. Just step up.
Yeah, all right. So we talked a little bit about Le'Veon and the black hole. Where is Le'Veon going to end up? This is day 1 of free agency. We're taping this on a Monday.
Yeah.
The new league year starts on a Wednesday, but it basically starts today because
everything's getting leaked.
It can negotiate. Like you can negotiate freely with NFL free agents during this time period. Yeah. So it's basically like free agency starts today. A lot of teams. Anthony Barr just went to the Jets, so. Great for the Vikings.
Apparently,
the Vikings are going to suck next year.
Apparently, the Bears supposedly highly interested.
I swear to God, if Le'Veon goes to the Bears,
they signed Mike Davis.
If Le'Veon goes to the Bears, I'm making a bet right now. Just tell me something I got to do. I just don't. If
you gotta jump in a lake.
I'll jump in a lake. If Le'Veon Bell confirmed on this podcast, Benny and the Jet
Mindawaskin Park.
If Le'Veon Bell
thinks grody
goes to the Chicago Bears, I will jump in a lake.
Jump in Mindawaskin.
No, not Windawaskin.
Not Windawaskin.
Not Mindawaskin.
I will jump in a lake, though.
I will jump in a lake.
Can John and I choose the lake?
It can't be like one of these like disgusting ones. Obviously it's got to be
like a pond on like a golf course.
A
pond on a golf course,
or a mini golf.
That's pretty disgusting.
A mini golf, one of those little
mini. Dude, I don't want to get kicked out of mini golf. I love mini golf.
We're getting you to jump.
I love mini golf.
We're getting you to jump in a body of water if Le'Veon goes to the Bears.
All right, fine. I will go to an ocean. I will go to LBI.
Ocean. We're not doing ocean. We're doing some sort of lake. Something you don't want to jump in.
All right, fine. An ocean.
Agreed, John.
Definitely agree.
All right,
I swear
you agree?
Le'Veon better not go.
I don't think he will. They just said they signed Mike Davis, so realistically they probably won't. They're trying to get rid of
your face.
All right, well you just jinxed it. Now you're going in the lake.
All right, well see it.
See you, dude.
I'm going to the lake right now.
It's Le'Veon Jets, maybe. What do you think? Would he be a good fit for the Jets? They got Kelechi.
Assembly. Yeah.
He's a body.
Kelechi Assembly is a body and a half. I want the Vikings to get him, but I like it for the Jets. I mean, I've heard reports that they're conflicted on whether or not to go. Yeah, me and my reports. Yeah, me and Shefty are pretty close. Same with Rapp. I'm pretty much going to overtake them in like 5 years, both of them combined. I have all their sources, and they're my sources.
What was your source? Or what was your point you were about to make?
I forget.
You were talking about
Le'Veon to
the Jets.
I forget the point. Whatever. Anyway,
all right.
I want him to go to Oakland. I like John Gruden and the Raiders. I'll tell you what, man.
The Chiefs have the division
impersonation here, Jimbo.
The Chiefs have the division. I'll tell you what, man.
If I can get Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown into the black hole, man.
See, that's the new wallpaper, you know.
The new wallpaper, the Gruden grinder.
Those of you probably can't
I'll tell you what, man.
There it is.
I don't even miss the Monday Night Football.
I'll tell you what, man. I went
3-13 last year. I got Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell's gonna come with me and Kyler Murray. We're gonna have an offensive juggernaut.
Simmer.
All right, that's on me. Hand up. Sorry, guys.
Here's another question for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Who's going to have more receiving yards next year? Juju Smith-Schuster or Mr. Brown?
I still think it's going to be AB. I love Juju. I had Juju on my fantasy team last year. Shout out all day. Fantasy team.
Team Juju.
I mean...
I actually picked Hogan.
So you suck.
Still won the league, though. So
anyway.
It's all good.
Okay, great. Anyway... I think because Juju doesn't really get doubled. Even when Antonio Brown's not there, he doesn't really get doubled, and I think they're going to start to double him this year. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if he can accomplish the same amount of yards that he can. And
Derek Carr, though?
It's Kyler Murray. It's Kyler Murray.
This might be Kyler Murray.
Right.
Gruden loves Carr, though.
He does? I don't know about that, dude. I feel like
the Gruden QB camp? It's like, we're on a spider 2-eye banana here, man.
Spider 2-eye banana, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like Caliendo there.
Frank Caliendo, man. All right, I got to stop. Anyway, that was basically the free agency recap. Landon Collins went to the Redskins.
Bingo.
Shout out to a friend of the pod. We're pretty much best friends with Landon Collins now, which is pretty cool.
Potential future guest.
Yeah, definitely a potential future guest. Shout out to Landon Collins.
He's secured his bag.
He's definitely secured his bag. I think it was 6 years, 84? Let me look it up.
I know it was 13 mil a year, so if you do that mental math, it might be 84. I think it was 84.
84, yeah. 6 years, $84 million to Washington. I think it's basically a 3-year deal, though, because the first 3 years are guaranteed, and after that, none of it's guaranteed. So I love Landon Collins. I think he's a beast. Dave Gettleman, what are you doing letting him go? You're an idiot.
He's not an idiot.
No, he's an idiot. For Zeitler. He's definitely
fantastic
an idiot.
Trade.
No, he's an idiot.
He's not an
Landon
idiot.
Collins is, I think he's a top 5 safety in the league still.
So?
What do you mean so? Why?
It doesn't make him
you have money. You have money to pay the guys you draft. I don't get the strategy of.
Well, he didn't draft him. If that's what you're saying.
I'm not saying like he drafted. He's like you can't look at Landon Collins.
Clearly,
and be like, all right, like you're not good.
It's not like they're not going to find another safety. You could pick and choose literally any safety you want on the entire market right now. Every team is just cutting their safety.
Yeah, Vikings.
Tyrann Mathieu just went to the Chiefs. Add that to the list.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see Sendejo ended up in New York though. Loki.
It hurts to see Landon Collins not there.
Yeah.
Though.
He's a stud.
He's a body.
So and he's also a beast, and he likes us. He shouted us out. We're best friends now. So pretty much, that's pretty cool. That's basically it. Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean a lot went down. There's still a lot more to go down.
Definitely a lot more to go down.
Like Le'Veon, all the QB situations, draft. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
Nick Foles goes to Jags. You like that move or no?
Yeah, you got a lot of money, and Blake Bortles sucks.
Cut. So Bortles does suck. He's a Blake of the year though. Shout out, part of my take, but
AAF maybe send him there.
Yeah, I would like Blake Bortles as a backup for the Vikings. Backup quarterbacks are just like
they're just there.
They're just there to be locker room guys,
yeah.
and Blake
they literally are.
He's the stereotypical locker room guy. Yeah. So I would love Blake Bortles on the Vikings. Mm-hmm. We do need a backup too. Okay, so let's get to the interview. We have one-time state champion Declan McCauley on the pod. Not two-time. I always think it's two-time.
He was on the freshman team.
He was on, yeah.
Four rings in the house, apparently. So
yeah, that's pretty dope.
Had that.
He's a left tackle. He's getting recruited to play right guard and center at the collegiate level. And it was a pretty fun interview. We talked about a lot of hypotheticals too.
Oh yeah, huge hypothetical
really
guy.
Fun. He's a big
fan of the podcast as well.
So
it's good to see.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really fun interview. We hope we can have Declan on later, and he's gonna come on when he announces where he's going, which is pretty cool.
Stay tuned. It's a great interview.
Yeah, definitely a great interview.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it. All right, we're back. We now welcome on one-time state champion, Declan McCauley. Good to see you, Declan.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you, dude. You're the first football player here in the podcast. Let's kind of get into it really quick. So, football season this year, didn't go completely as planned. Not as many wins as we would have hoped. But sort of take us through the season this year and sort of the ups and downs you guys went through.
Give us the inside scoop here.
Yeah, so this year it was tough because we knew we were losing a great senior class.
Right.
So we came into the season knowing that it was going to be tough to keep up what we had been doing. Mm-hmm. And actually at the beginning of the season we were ranked the highest that we had been in the last 3 years. So we knew that a lot of teams wanted us and a lot of teams wanted to beat us. So
it was target on your back.
Target on our back. So
right.
we knew it was going to be tough. Mm-hmm. And we worked super hard in the summer for the first game, but then we had a tough loss. It was our first loss in 37 games. So none of us were happy, and all of us wanted more wins, but the season really did not play out the way that we wanted.
I mean, I feel like the high expectations definitely contributed though to the downfall. This will be 10 years ago. This would be a solid year for Westfield. I feel like,
absolutely.
And so I feel like the fact that you guys have won 3 state championships in a row, it put too much pressure on you guys, I think, and it's tough to have such a winning streak and keep it up. And I think it's just the fact that you guys had too much of a target on your back, I think.
Yeah, and our schedule this year was so much harder than it had been the past 3 years. So.
You know what they say? They say, don't be sad it's over, be happy it happened. So that's one thing you gotta look at.
Don't cry it's over, smile that it happened. It's literally the same quote.
Same thing,
that's all right.
Words.
We'll get the next one.
Thesaurus.com. Shout out to you.
shout out to thesaurus.com. All right. So what are your thoughts on moving to tight end this year? Because
I would love it. I've got great hands. I'm a speedy kid. I'm a speedy kid for a big body.
Yeah, what's the
40. Probably 5'3" right now.
Ooh, a 5'3". That's Freer got that.
A quick 5'3".
That could be a little bit of a bark.
Okay.
A bark.
That's what
the hell's a bark?
You ever hear a dog bark?
Woof woof.
Woof ruff.
Yeah, it's a woof. It's a quick woof.
It's just a quick woof out there.
And so we're talking about tight end. Realistically, you are a long snapper, known to be a spectacular long snapper.
Top 5 long snapper in the country right here.
I was.
Oh, all right, sick brag there. But we're bragging for you. You don't have to brag for yourself.
That one's on me. I'm sorry.
Here's the question for you: should long snappers get more respect?
No. I don't think so. I mean,
interesting.
Long snapping's hard. A lot of stress comes with it, but honestly, anyone can learn how to long snap. It's you spend 10 minutes on it. Nah, not 10.
You're not really making long snapping looking a.
You spend an hour on it.
You're not even giving yourself props here.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm good at it. I can snap fast, but that's the one thing that's hard to perfect.
What's your miles per hour coming out of the coming out of the hole here?
Honestly, no idea. I know my speed.
25.
What's the
25 miles an hour?
Velocity on that, John.
Velocity initial projectiles.
Physics, man. Yeah.
Huge
getting into physics here.
Jeez, huge physics guy.
Massive physics guy.
So,
I hate physics.
When looking at college recruiting, are you looking to go play college football as a long snapper or offensive line? What's going on with that?
Definitely take us through the recruiting process, right now, where you're at.
So, right now, I've decided I want to go as a lineman, but I think long snapping is going to help me because, my brother goes to Holy Cross. He went as a lineman, but this year he got on the field as a long snapper.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
So it was huge for him. He was the
Shout out Jack.
Shout out Jack. He was the field goal long snapper this year, and he really didn't think that he was going to make the travel team in the beginning of the year. But then, as a long snapper, he made it, and he played in every game this year, so it was huge for him. So I think that could definitely help me in the recruiting process. And being a ranked long snapper in the country, I think that could get me more looks.
What's it like checking your email and just Twitter, seeing all these coaches contacting you? It's got to be pretty humbling, you know?
Yeah, it feels good. Definitely feels good. But sometimes sometimes like when you email a coach and you don't get an email back,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Wow,
They can't
like
win
I
them all.
suck.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
I mean,
wow.
but what, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know, like, including us, like, we don't really know, like, what entails the recruiting process. So, like, when did you realize, okay, I can do this at the college level and, like, coaches are actually interested in me?
Yeah, once my brother started the recruiting process, I kind of tagged along and went to camps with him and stuff. And I got a lot of feedback from coaches on his process, like saying, hey, you're going to be a great recruit when you're older. Keep it going. So I really just kept it going. It's been awesome because all these coaches already know who Jack was. And I know I already have all these connections, and all these coaches already know who I am because of going with Jack. So it's pretty awesome. Like, all these coaches reaching out to me, they're like, hey, we know Jack because Jack's at Holy Cross, and they know that I'm a good player because these camps that I've been to before with Jack and stuff.
It's awesome. So Jack, you guys played together, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's
the Harbaugh brothers.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers in the NFL.
What was that
Future.
like? What was that like playing with your brother? on the
You know,
football
it
field?
was definitely awesome. It was awesome that we won the state championship that year. It was like, and I knew like from the beginning of the year, like it's gonna be awesome to play with Jack. But in the beginning of the year, Jack got hurt, and we were all nervous because like we thought he tore his ACL, but he really sprained it. But like we were all really nervous that it was gonna affect his recruiting and affect everything. But it was awesome that he was only out for like 3 weeks, so we got to play a full season with each other. It was a really good time.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. So we've had a little bit of a rivalry before here, Jimbo. I think you're the fan of the worst team in the NFL, worst fan base in the NFL, and the worst pro team in
I'll
the history of
second that.
sports.
I'll second that
Go
too.
Birds.
The
Go
freaking
Birds.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Stand
They
by them
suck
always.
so much.
Friggin'
Never won a Super Bowl until freaking what's that last
2
year?
years ago.
2 years ago.
All right.
I like to say last year.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
mean,
guys-
how does it feel
You
being
guys went
the
through a game together, right? Let's talk about that.
No, let's not talk about that.
That was an awesome game.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
NFC Championship game last year.
Don't remind me.
Vikings versus Eagles. I went with Jet. Got a text at halftime from Jet. Hey, I'm in the car.
That was not halftime. All right, we got to clear that up. That was not halftime. That was the end of the third quarter.
I think
Adam
that was
Thielen drops a touch. All right. Halftime, I don't say a word after halftime.
I met Travis Kelce at halftime.
All right, like sick Brad.
Did you?
I did.
Did you know?
Yeah.
What'd you talk to him about?
I went to go get a pretzel, and I see Travis Kelce, and I go up to him like, hey, are you Travis Kelce? He's like, yeah, you want to take a picture? I was like, yeah.
He asked you to take pictures. He's like, "Are you Declan McCauley?"
Yeah, dude. He's like,
The long snapper? The long snapper? Yeah, but no,
Tough
you
night
guys
for Chili.
suck.
Tough night for Chili.
38-7. Remember it? Like,
I mean, we went up 7-0, and I was talking so much shit
I
on the
thought-
sideline.
I thought
I
we
was,
were done.
dude. I was looking around. No one was talking. I was getting in people's faces, chirping their ears off.
and then a homeless guy chirped you when you were walking out of the.
All right, so I get. All right, so I.
Were bottles thrown?
I get. There was beer thrown.
Beer thrown.
There was beer thrown in my direction.
You gotta wear
It was a
pads.
hostile environment.
You gotta wear
It was
pads
the
to the
worst.
Eagles game.
It was his fault that he wore Vikings jersey.
I didn't want. I wanted to rep my team. You have to rep your
You
own
gotta
team.
rep your team.
But anyway, all right. So it's the end of the third quarter. I'm sitting with my family, and I look over to my dad. And I'm like, Dad, I gotta get out of here. Like, I just couldn't take it. I didn't say a word until we got in the car. A couple Eagles fans came over and flipped us off, which, you know,
That's
I
probably
had
the
to-
nicest thing they did to you that
honestly,
night too.
yeah, really, because
Nice guys. Nice guys.
all right. Anyway,
Nothing like flipping the
I'm
bird.
walking off, and these Eagles guys are giving me shit, and they're like, yo, like, we'll see you in Minnesota. Like, I'm renting out your house. It's like, buddy, I don't live in Minnesota. Anyway, there's like a homeless guy. Like, he's got the sign up, like
Money.
like
Please,
I
please give
need money and food.
This is the best part of the story.
He looks up, like, he sees what's going on. My bad.
You're good.
He sees what's going on. I'm up, like, my head is down. I'm pissed off. I'm like, all right, like, I just.
And when Tilyu's mad, he's mad.
I'm mad.
He's not talking.
We might have to put the video of me watching the Eagles game in.
We will.
All right, we're putting the audio in that right now. Here it is.
The Jets sent me at halftime.
Pull it up right now.
Yeah.
Pull it up while I'm telling the
might.
story. All right, so anyway, I'm walking down, and I look up to the sign and the homeless guy, and he's just cracking up. Like, he's like on the floor. Well, I mean, he's on the floor already because, like, he's homeless, but.
Oh, now you're sending shots at him, dude.
I mean, he deserves to get shots.
The beef continues with the homeless man.
Get shot.
All right, yeah, no, but he starts cracking up and, like, dying
give him
laughing.
shots.
I was fuming. I texted Declan. I was like, yo, like, don't wait up for us. We're in the car, though. Declan comes down. He's like it's chill. Find out later, it was not chill. He was pretty upset that he made me leave, or I made him leave. Right. But I literally couldn't stand it.
What time do you think the game started that day? Because I got a timestamp on this text.
Timestamp. Game started at, I think it was a 5:30 start. It was, what time was it?
I think it was like...
It was a 4:15.
Tilly just wants to forget everything that happened.
No, it was because we watched the end of the Pats.
It was
Jags game.
So
no, it was
another story.
It was
about
an
that.
evening. It was an evening.
We were like, what happened with us again? Like our food, we put like food. Oh, someone put food from the tailgate on our car. Like someone like dumped their trash on our car. You remember that?
Because they knew you were.
Because they knew I was a Viking fan. I was literally the only Viking fan in the.
It's Philly. I think you still like have nightmares about like Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
They played it after every touchdown, and I wanted to punch Meek Mill in the face, even though he was in prison at the time. Yeah, I love Meek Mill, but
shout out Meek Mill.
That was a top 3 moment. Like low moment in my life.
It's good to know though.
It sucked.
It's good.
It sucked.
I got in the car.
I didn't say a word in the car, by the way.
I didn't say anything. I was pumped. I was pumped up. Yeah. I felt bad, but I was like.
It's hard to like be happy when Tilly's mad and you're next to him.
Yeah, but I was
pissed.
The Eagles were going to the Super Bowl, and I was there for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to win another one though because they don't have Foles. So the Eagles, you don't have to worry.
They're done now. They gotta curse a Foles here.
Jags bandwagon really quick.
Yeah. All right. So let's. You got the text pulled up or no?
I do. All right, so if the game started at 6:30, you texted me 2 hours into the game.
It was end of the third quarter because I remember precisely. Adam Thielen drops a touchdown. They're down 31-7. I'm like, Dad, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
You text me, yo, me and my dad left. We'll meet you guys in the car whenever you guys want to come. But take your time though. Not trying to rush for you guys. So I mean. I'm thinking it was halftime.
No, it was not halftime. Because halftime was before the flea flicker. I remember thinking, like, all right, like, there's a chance we have, like, we still have a little bit of a chance. It was 24-7 at halftime. I'm like, all right, like, we just got to go on a run. Keenum's going to go off. Like, we're just going to go on a run, right? We're going to go on a run. We're gonna come back. We're going to make it to the Super Bowl. First Super Bowl I've ever seen. It's going to be the greatest day of my life. And then Foles hits a flea flicker against Trey Waynes in the back corner of the end zone. And I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, this is over. And I wanted to punch every Eagles fan there.
A nice little run through the mind right there. Get a little.
Yeah, no, that was story time. That was story edition.
That was an awesome day.
That sucked.
I loved
Screw
it.
you.
All right, let's get back into another question here.
Let's get it.
So
that was story time. Presented by Hyundai. Hyundai.
All right, so how many Declan McCauleys would it take to tackle J.J. Watt, or just to take him down? Like maybe in a fight?
In a fight. Like how many Declan McCauleys would it need to take down J.J. Watt?
There's another level of like
KO
person you're fighting after you answer this question, but this is just the beginner one. Like how many?
It depends. Is Declan McCauley angry?
He's a pissed off, but he's also J.J. Watt pissed off.
Because I'm not a fighter, but if I'm angry, I think I can fight. So if
you're a teddy bear, you're a lovable teddy bear.
Yeah, but like if I'm angry, I think it would take 2 Declan McCauleys.
That's it.
2. I think maybe
he's got.
But I'm thinking 2 because no, he's pretty.
He's up there.
No, but yeah, probably 3. To like
3, 2.5.
Beat him in a fight.
To beat him in a fight, in a fist fight. He's 6'5", 290.
I'm 6'4",
all muscle,
260. So close.
Yeah, but you're a teddy bear. You're also soft as hell, according to McKeon.
All right, Jed.
According to McKeon.
That's just that. I mean, that's just a quote. So that's not even my opinion. It's just a quote.
Follow up off of that. How many Declan McCauleys would it take to take down Mike Tyson?
In his prime?
Sure.
I don't know, dude. Have you seen the video that he went off? Oh my god.
Still, like him in his prime is just absurd.
Yeah, no, it's unfair.
Let's give him the prime.
How many jet Tillius would it take for me to take down Mike Tyson?
Honestly, I think he could just give you like boom out, like he wouldn't even stop.
So, like I couldn't beat him.
You would keep coming.
No, Jed would do some math.
Sherm's saying 10. Honestly,
John says 10.
He could
10 jet Tillius.
10 Tillius.
Dude, I'm like
100. 10 punches. Like one punch,
like,
one Tillius.
I'm like tackling him.
Yeah,
like
he's got 4 of them.
I got him like on the leg. Yeah. I also have a bat too.
Oh, whoa. Weapon?
I'm getting a bat.
A bat?
Yeah, no, a bat.
Maybe.
A baseball bat. Metal baseball.
Metal. Wow. Jeez.
I'm taking him down.
That took a turn.
Hold on. Metal baseball bat, jet Tilliu. Straight up Mike Tyson.
We were talking about
definitely Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson? You really think so?
Yes.
Me with a metal baseball bat.
Catching the bat,
Dude,
throwing it away.
No.
Are you kidding me?
15 seconds.
I get him in the balls. You're done.
He's biting
He's not
your
having
ear
kids
off.
anymore.
He's biting your ear off before you can get a shot.
I mean, that's definitely. I'm definitely nervous about that. You
Dude,
know?
he catches the bat. You're done.
He's crunching.
I kick him in the nuts. I kick him in the face.
Dude, he's got balls of steel. Thing comes right back.
If he catches it and like he stops, he tries to get me like, yo, like I just beat you. I hit him with a quick like I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying like if he catches the bat and like holds it still, tries to like crap like shit talk me, I'll be like
I
hit him with a quick one.
I know you couldn't take him. Give me what are those things called with the little nunchuck? Is that what they're called?
Nunchucks, yes.
Give me a nunchuck.
You don't know how to work.
No, not a nunchuck.
I could learn.
It's not a nunchuck. It's a nunchuck.
Nunchuck?
Yeah.
Nunchuck.
Is nunchuck the thing on like the you know like the little Wii remote?
Wii remote nunchucks.
Is that like
Shout out to the
is
Wii. I
that
love
the thing
the
you
Wii.
connect to it?
Yeah.
With like a little thumb thing.
Wii Sports Resort.
I love that thing.
Shout out to
You
Wii.
needed.
We gotta bring Wii's
You
back.
needed the Force Unleashed.
2K.
All right, I'm done.
2K19, bring Wii's back. All right.
I like that.
We got
I
it.
like that.
Super Smash
We're bringing the
Bros.
Wii back. Brack. Ooh.
We're winging the
Mario
Wii back. Oh, just a big Mario Kart
love
guy.
Mario.
Jeez.
I will dominate this every single. I might be the best Mario Kart player on the planet.
You might be.
I might be. Like I'm. No.
Tyson beat you in Mario Kart.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
Nice.
I'd kick his ass and then I'd beat him in Mario Kart. So,
With your bat.
120 pounds right here. All muscle, 1.6 body fat.
Yeah. Hashtag. TK
TK Metcalf.
Jet's a creative Madden player.
All right. So going back to like recruiting, what schools have given you a lot of offers and not like offers?
Yeah, I don't have
obviously,
any offers
like you
yet.
suck yet.
More just
I mean, you pretty
more
much
just like
suck because you don't have an offer.
More
but-
just tweets. Give us.
You know, like interest.
Interest.
Like what? Like
That's the word.
like warm. You got warm. You got offer, warm, cold. Like
Cold?
any interest at all.
Cold meaning like.
And then you got
I don't.
steam.
No. Cold is like
Realistically,
UMass.
probably
Like
not.
yeah, realistically probably not. But like they're
come
like
to our
they're
camp.
like
Like you don't even have to talk about cold.
yeah.
Okay. So.
Put them in the freezer.
Warms, I'd say Patriot League schools, like Ivy League schools. I mean, Ivy.
You want to name some, please,
I would love to.
for the viewers?
Please name some.
So Ivies, I've been talking to Harvard a little bit, Columbia
Oh, okay.
a little bit, Penn. I visited Penn.
Okay.
Princeton. Did I say Princeton?
No.
You didn't.
Princeton, but
Just
if I
okay.
wanted to go
I
to
don't
an
know.
Ivy, I would have to.
Did you say Bama? No. What?
Yeah, no, I heard about LSU.
Bama is in the
On
freezer.
the cold, really?
No, actually, no, that's enough.
All right, hold on. Hold on. We do have to talk about this. There was a rumor circulating, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, that you
was
got a letter from Nick Saban.
I got a letter from Alabama, not from Nick Saban.
Handwritten.
I heard it was signed by Nick Saban.
giving
I-
you.
I-
Wait. So, what did it say in the letter? Are you gonna go there?
All right, so I'm just gonna.
Are you going to the NFL?
I'm just gonna run you through the story. I'm gonna.
All right,
Yeah, no,
run us through the
we
story.
gotta hear
So
this.
we're in school. I'm in Latin class.
All right, wait. Is this last year?
This is last
Okay,
year.
last year.
I'm sitting in Latin
Sophomore
class.
Declan McCauley.
Sophomore Declan McCauley. Coach DeSarno knocks on the door. I'm freaking out because I know it's for me. And then he walks in. He goes, "Declan, come over here." I don't see a letter, so I'm thinking I'm in trouble. He takes out a letter
It's
from
a 3-day
behind him.
suspension.
Yeah. In front of the whole class, says congratulations. I look
Wow.
down. I see it's an Alabama letter. My face gets all red. I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a letter from Alabama.
Roll
And then I
Tide.
look at it. It says long snapper on it. So I'm like, all right, this makes more sense. And then I open up the letter, and it was just like,
Scholarship offer.
come to our camp.
All right.
All right, wait. So is that all right? So where are you putting in that? Is that like warm, cold, no interest? They just want money. Where are you putting that on the list? Is that like a
No
cold,
interest, they just
coldish
want
warm?
money?
I'm thinking.
Is that like a
little bit-
warmish
I'm thinking-
cold?
I'm thinking half. No, I'm thinking a little bit above.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Room temperature.
It's below cold.
Below cold, really?
below cold.
So you get a lot of those.
On it,
So,
I do get a lot of those. Tennessee,
Chili.
Tennessee.
Yeah, wait,
like,
name some other ones.
Like the cold ones. Whew. Tennessee.
What about
Arkansas.
Vatek? I saw you talking about Vatek before.
Vatek's cold. I'm thinking Vatek's.
Oh, Jimbo.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I realistically, Probably not going to happen.
Yeah, but
Almost definitely not going to happen.
What school are we talking about?
Virginia Tech.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say Virginia Tech?
Vatech.
Is the way you say it, Jet.
Vatech.
Come on, dude.
Vatech.
Shit. All right.
No, but realistically, probably not going to happen.
So when there's a buzz around committing, you know what happens? You go on Bleacher Report, commitment season, recruitment videos.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
When are we gonna be in your recruitment video? Are you?
Recruitment video is going to be fantastic.
All right, we have some ideas. We have some ideas.
Here.
One idea. Ben, you got any ideas?
You don't have an idea?
I just want to be in your recruitment video. That's all I want.
Benny the Jet. I could
Honestly?
announce it on Benny and the Jet.
Dude,
We could.
right now. Hold on. Right now. No. I'm telling you, I'm out.
He's just don't talk with the family. Don't talk with the coaches.
We are.
Make your decision.
You are
I'm
announcing.
going to Bama.
He's going Bama long snapping.
Let's go. All
Book
right.
it. Send it.
Right now, we are officially booking it. You are making your college announcement on the Benny and the Jet podcast.
I would love to.
All right.
We're having you on. You are coming on, and you are
You will
committed.
sign the papers.
Are we doing it at?
Yes.
Oh yes, we are. Hell yeah, we are.
Yes.
And we're in a recruitment video. We're gonna come out with a really good
We're
one.
gonna have someone dressed as the mascot.
Game of Thrones
run in.
style.
That'd be sick.
Game of Thrones.
We
an
take
idea.
off like 5 shirts. The bottom shirt.
It's like yeah, like I got it. It's like Florida. Nope. Alabama.
Sick,
That
Joe.
sounds
Sick. That was
But yeah, no, we're definitely coming up with a recruitment video,
Yeah,
and like
I'm
we're
super
gonna be
down.
in it. And
I'm super down. I don't know.
It's probably gonna be Game of Thrones style, honestly, if I'm making it.
I don't watch Game of Thrones. I know
You're
you
a
love Game of
bum,
Thrones.
so.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
I mean,
Until you-
season
until you
5,
can go on
episode
and on.
4. Just started watching. It's highly recommend.
already
5
know
out of
what
5 star. Whoa, it's a voice crack. Wait, we did the voice crack alert.
Sound the alarm, baby. Sound the alarm, baby. We got voice crack. Let's go, baby. All right. Let's simmer. Let's simmer.
We're gonna have to.
I'm sorry,
We're
guys.
gonna simmer down.
I'm feeling like
I too
we're
loud?
in a hypothetical mood.
I'm always down for some hypothetical.
All right, yeah, no. Just giving a little basis on this.
Yeah.
Declan has been hitting us up multiple times,
Props to you for this.
giving us a lot of hypotheticals. So we're gonna run through a lot of hypotheticals
I
right
love
now.
hypotheticals. They're my favorite.
All
And,
right.
they're not all amazing, but we got a couple
some
thinkers
solid
in
ones,
here. Yeah, so let me kick it off here. If you were to travel 100 years, would it be into the past or into the future, and why?
That's an awesome question. I'd say future. Kind of want to know what happens in the future because we already know what happens in the past, and I don't want to change the past.
Yeah, but like you can bet on games in the past.
I could
100
do that.
years. What's it? 2019.
Yeah, but if you don't want to change the past.
1918. Whoa. Year from now, Shoeless Joe. Oh wait, no, it's 2019.
Jet.
That's on
19.
Hand up.
Fact check. Chet
Shoeless
doesn't know
Joe
what year it
Jackson.
is.
You can bet that the White Sox are gonna lose this World Series. You make $1 million.
Yeah,
But people would suspect that you're helping cheating.
but if you
I don't know
don't
if
want
you
to
guys know what
change
I'm
the
talking about.
past,
The Black Sox scandal.
and if you
No
go
one
to the
knows. I'm a
future,
sports idiot.
can you can you
Sounds
just
like-
mess something up? Like
In the future.
like all those movies, like you go into the
Back to the Future. Back to the Future too.
Yeah.
Well, if you go in the past,
Well,
you can
that
mess
would-
up your future. But if you go in the future,
can you mess up your past?
No, if you go in the future
So
and you
you didn't-
see
If I
yourself,
go in the future, I could also.
but it's the same thing
Oh,
as the
you see
past.
yourself.
I don't know what I've done in my past. If I go 100 years in the future.
Well, if you went in the
I could
future,
be a
you wouldn't
stud.
be there because it'd be 100 years, right?
I mean,
I
Eastern
know,
medicine
unless-
is
unless
just
I found
Western
something.
medicine
Eastern
is
medicine.
coming up with some great
JRP
stuff.
topic right there.
Yeah, shout out to
Fantastic.
freaking
Shout out to the
JRP.
junior research paper.
Love the Jet.
All right, so that's that.
Yeah. All right, wait. Before we go into another hypothetical, I just got another question I gotta ask here.
Go ahead.
How many times you're a left tackle?
Yep.
I'm speedy quick. How many times can I beat you one-on-one off the edge?
Out of how many times?
10 times.
Maybe 9. Probably not 9.
9 times. You're giving me wait.
I'd be.
All right, so you're only giving me one win.
I don't think you'd win once. I'm just thinking like maybe I.
You're
slip.
being nice.
Maybe I slip, but
I don't know,
honestly,
dude. I'll hit him with the hezzy hay, and I will absolutely destroy your
I'm gonna
ankles.
shout someone out here.
Okay.
Colin Freer's a quick kid, right?
Yep.
Yes. Probably. I mean, you might be quicker than Colin. But
I'm definitely quicker than
Colin's a
Colin.
lot stronger.
I'm probably 10 times more athletic than Colin.
Colin knows the technique. Colin beats me a lot. Yes.
All right, so out of 10 times, how many is Colin beating you?
Probably 5.
5 out of 5. Okay. All right, so I'll beat you 7 times.
right, well, if you're beating him 7, then I'm beating you 10.
No, you're not.
100%.
No, I'm better than you.
Bull rush?
Oh, I will hit you with a mean bull
No, I
rush.
feel like I would have a nasty
I will hit you with a mean bull rush.
Yeah, you would have a nasty swim move because you're the swim guy.
I'm swim god. I am swim god.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm definitely not good with swim moves.
So I'm gonna hit you with the. So that's your weakness. I have in here. I have in questions. What's the toughest move to go over as a left tackle? Swim move.
No, it's
Spin.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with like
I feel
5.
like not a lot of people do the spin unless you're like insane at it.
Like Everson Griffin. Shout out the Vikings.
He's put me in a spin cycle in practice.
Have your ankles been tossed before?
I've never fallen. I mean, I've no.
Was that the question though?
What? My
Ankles
been
tossed.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
Never in a game, but practice. Yes.
Practice makes
Alright.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna go back to hypotheticals
Yeah,
now. I just had to get that in there. I just had to get it in there.
So let's go time travel again. Time travel is possible. You could go back to one event. What event would you go back to, and would you change it, or would you just be there to witness it?
That's a great question.
Wow.
Great question.
Yeah. It's a really tough question because there's so many
things I could go back.
So there's
The
no right
birth-
answer and there's no wrong answer.
The birth of the 10 Commandments would be pretty dope.
Jed, I would not want to be there. Honestly, I don't know. Probably some historical, I'm trying to think.
Does it have to be in the past?
Well, if you're going back,
I'm just saying, what
yeah.
if, what
For
if,
this question,
all right,
yeah.
all right.
I honestly,
I'm just trying to think of
honestly,
every
that question
possible
you just
outcome.
asked made me so
In the
confused.
future.
He would go to the
day when
future.
flying cars happens.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, it's,
What about-
I'd hop in a flying car. It's like, woo.
Yeah.
What is
Bad
this?
radio. Bad radio.
No, but
Can't see what I'm doing. Skeets.
I don't know.
Tell you, where are you going?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's the same question we just asked Declan.
It's all-
It's honestly it's a hard question.
maybe
I feel like
I've always been super fascinated, the JFK assassination.
Yeah.
Who
so
actually
that-
assassinated him?
I was thinking about that.
If I get to witness almost a film breakdown of the NFL, what's it called? All 11. I should know this. I'm a film guy. All 22. They're all 22. If I get the all 22 version of
talking about?
the Jonathan, all right, all 22, all 22. When you're watching film on football, all 22, you're looking at every single player. You're getting a high angle of everything that's going on.
so. Jeff,
So that's what I'm saying. If I get the all 22 of the John F. Kennedy assassination, to see what happens.
I thought you were about to say you would go back and watch film. I was about to be like, that is the most Jet thing I've ever heard.
Hey, man, I love watching film, man.
They watched film on it already. They don't know who it was.
No, but I'm saying
Dude,
not
how
the
about,
film.
how
I
about-
get the inside access to all the doors, all the
Why would you
thingies.
get that access?
Because I'm a beast.
I don't know.
And I get to
That's
witness
just where he's
it.
going.
That's-
What if you go to the moon landing and you can see if it actually happened? If you're on the moon.
That's a big time conspiracy right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and
be dope.
little future thing. We do have a conspiracy theory expert that we might have on the pod very soon. So
Stay tuned.
yeah, definitely stay tuned. Yeah, I mean he's probably gonna be 10 times better than you. So
Why you gotta do him like that, bro?
I mean I had to do him like that, you know.
All right, this is a good one. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Yeah, no.
You gotta think about how big this duck is gonna be.
It's gonna be a huge.
But then you're
duck.
like,
But the horse.
a little horse.
The horses kick.
But there's
the horses kick.
there's 100 of them.
No,
But how it? All right.
ducks aren't that small.
They're
really
solid
not.
size.
So horses are big.
Well, are the horses gonna run in? Would it hurt if they just run into you?
Yes. Oh my God.
There's
It would hurt.
That would hurt.
Like a duck running at a horse.
Stampede of horses.
But I feel like
I don't know.
a horse-sized duck isn't gonna be fierce. It's not gonna come at me.
It could.
It might.
It's a duck.
Yeah, but a duck
Because
can
the duck,
snap.
think about it, the
A
duck
can
also
definitely
isn't
snap.
gonna be like horses are horizontal. The duck's gonna be tall too.
Propped up. Yeah,
Right,
it's true.
so-
But it's a big duck. But
It's a big duck.
I'm taking the big duck.
Taking the
You're
big
taking
duck.
the big duck.
I'm definitely taking the big duck.
That's interesting.
Small horses, that's a lot.
Could you
of small
stomp?
horses.
Could you I hate to say it, but like for the sake of the question, what?
Stomp on the
Could you
horses?
potentially just like
No, like,
quick feet?
They're pretty big.
Quick feet.
Quick feet.
I don't think so. Yeah. No, ducks are like a solid. Like it's not like they're like mini
You know
like,
what?
ants.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just like step
And
on 100.
100 is a big number.
Yeah, that's a big number. All right, I'm taking the big duck.
That's a mass.
I'm taking the big duck.
All right, we're all in agreement here.
Yeah. All right, let me give me one more non-hypothetical.
Yeah, you're good, dude. I like it's kind of like you're stepping in.
Bouncing back. Okay. You're good. I mean, great podcast energy here.
Yeah.
So
like
on the
the
Westfield
Breeze
football team,
Yes.
you're gonna be a senior. Are you a big trash talker when it comes to the game?
You know what? I'm
As a left tackle, you gotta protect Hank Shapiro. You gotta protect your QB1. If someone says something like you're a piece of shit, you gotta come at him.
No, you are.
I'm not gonna start the trash talk, but like
You're gonna finish it.
If I
He's gonna end
He's
it.
gonna finish
He's not
it.
gonna start it, but he's gonna end it.
well, I mean, like kids have trash talked me, and I sort of just like don't say anything back and just put them on their backs. Kind of.
Okay, all right, sick brag there,
Love that.
but I love it.
But
yeah.
but
that.
sometimes I get heated and say stuff.
So, like, what-
I'm not good at it, but I do it.
So like, give me an example. Like, all right, like trash talking now. Like, I'm a defensive end. I just beat your ass around the corner. Yo, like you suck, man. Like you're horrible.
Shit, I'm not good at improv. I'd probably just be like, dude, you suck, and the next play.
Well, trash talk.
I just beat you off the edge.
It is improv, but like, I'm not mad. Like I gotta be mad in the moment.
That's true. He's like, what?
For anyone that's listening on the pod, I just threw a water bottle.
Threw a
at
water
them.
bottle. He's just heated now.
I'm shook. I'm shook. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
but-
you don't really seem like the kind of guy to just bash someone unless it's justified.
Yeah, no. Like if someone comes at me, like I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
But, like I'm not gonna start the trash talk.
Okay, but who's the biggest trash talker on Westfield?
Going for
Okay, I think that's like a wildly known thing.
100%. Yeah.
Same on the lacrosse field. Oh my god.
But it works.
It is. I mean, it works.
You
but
would like. If you look at him, he doesn't.
he's a
look
big
like
time like
trash
clapper in the
talker.
face. Big time like get in your grill and just like clap in your face.
Definitely,
That's so annoying.
He's
by
a
the
big
way.
clapper.
Football, every tackle he makes is in the kid's face.
Yeah. What does he say? Give me something you've heard him
He
say.
loves to say your ass. That's his favorite thing. To
Yo,
say.
you ass boy.
That's exactly. Yes, but it's like, Colin, come on, dude. Say that every play, but no, he loves trash talk, and he's good at it because he does a lot, and he does it in every sport he plays. So it's like he never lets down.
Good.
I love it.
And he backs it up too.
Yeah, it definitely backs it up.
All right, should we step back into the hypothetical chamber?
I love it. Back in the chamber.
We're back in the chamber. All right, so this is a long one. All right, take it. I see you trying to peek at it.
No,
Just take a seat.
I didn't read it. I'm just.
Take a seat and just listen to this whole thing. All right. So hypothetically, if you were on a plane and both pilots died, okay, this is the first
Where the hell are
part.
you going with this?
Just hear me out.
All right.
You're put into the pilot's seat, and an air traffic controller is taking you through the landing process. Can you safely get this plane on the ground?
It's basically like, can you perform under stress? Basically, that's what you're asking.
There's more
Adjustment.
there's more to landing a plane than stress.
Is it just me? Do I have anyone near me?
I mean, you got this.
Because my mom is a flight attendant.
That's what I was gonna say. It runs in the family.
Yes.
You know,
I
your
don't-
mom's there.
Your mom's there.
but she
I
can't
feel
do
like-
anything. You're the only person that can do it. And this guy's also.
Can she be talking me through it too? Because I feel like I
Would you want her to do it, or would you want this?
Yeah, but do flight
this air guy to
attendants,
tell you?
The air guy.
do flight attendants know how to
You're
fly
like,
the
"Did my
plane?
mom tell me how to do it?" Like,
Flight
sure.
attendants know how to
I
fly
feel
the plane?
No, I think if she really needed to and it was going down, I feel like she could do it.
Just like sit on, pull that thing back.
Pull
I
back.
don't think it's that. No, it's pretty hard to fly a plane. But
Yeah, no,
there's a
definitely
lot of
hard to
buttons.
fly a plane.
A lot of
Ever been in
buttons.
one of those
A lot of.
cockpits?
I just press every button. That's what I would do. I would just press
like
every button until
you shoot out the seat. Plane's going down.
there's like a million missiles that like
Some missile.
it's a fighter jet. It's like like turns into like Iron Man.
Oh my god.
start doing like circles. Oh god, Mayday.
What?
Say nay-nay?
Mayday.
Mayday,
I said
mayday.
nay-nay. I was like,
Dude,
where's the correlation in that?
Mayday.
Yeah, what other nay-nay would we be talking
I don't
about? Oh, nay on the Rockets?
What? All right, this is getting off the rails here, Jimbo.
And I don't think I'd be able to. I mean, Actually, yeah, with my life depending on it, I could probably land a plane.
What about you?
You just flipped a switch.
Yeah, no, he was like, I could do it.
Nah, but if my life was on it, yes, I could.
Well, my life is on it because I'm landing a plane. But I feel like it wouldn't be pretty. But I feel like
Is there like?
You could pull a Sully, maybe get in the water.
Yeah.
I could do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Like you can't go like a million miles an hour just directly into the water.
Is there like a pedal?
I don't know.
Like now that I'm thinking about it, like
Oh, like one of those.
how do you slow down?
Like a stick shift.
Push
Like
it
a
up?
stick shift car.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But like when you're in the air, like you could, I don't.
Stick
there must
shift.
Be another lever or like a button to propellers. Like
How's your mom get back to us? Maybe she'll take us into a plane one day. Maybe we'll land it.
Let's land it.
Let's land a plane.
Oh yeah.
we're down.
We're landing a plane.
Dude, I'm not landing a plane.
I mean, you'll be in the plane,
I'll be
so
watching you guys coming down.
we'll see if you can actually land the plane. If your life depends on it, you gotta live up to your word.
Wow. Whew. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
You got any more questions or no?
No, I think we got we had a bunch
All
of good
right,
ones.
so that's Declan McCauley.
It's awesome.
Declan, thanks for being a guest, first football guest. You're now a recurring guest, so we're gonna have to back you on all social media platforms. And you're gonna have
every single platform,
and you're gonna have to come on the show again.
especially when.
And we have an extra recruitment video. Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
So, and we have an extra piece of content coming out with Declan coming out soon. So yeah, we're excited for that. Stay tuned. And yeah, all right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on this, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Definitely been a pleasure.
Get back to the pod, boys.
All right, let's get back into it. I thought that was a pretty awesome interview with Declan McCauley. He's a great friend of ours.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to have him on. You know, get some football guys out there, talk some football.
Big football podcast.
Oh yeah, huge.
Especially this one. We just literally talked about the NFL, though.
Let's talk about some basketball, though.
Let's definitely talk about basketball. All right, so we're jumping into Ben's Bets and Tills' Takes here. And this is a little bit of a different one, interesting one, because the tournaments are out. So not the March Madness tournament, obviously.
Not yet. Hold your horses.
Hold your horses, Jimbo. But we have the conference championships. The one we're focused on is the Big East Championship. Me and Ben have differing views. We're going to give a little bit of our analysis here, Jimbo. And I say Big East tournament, you're looking at the 3 seed Seton Hall. Bet Seton Hall throughout the Big East tournament. They're getting hot at the right time right now. They just beat 2 ranked teams in the last 2 games, Nova and Marquette. It would really help them get in the tournament. So they kind of need it. They're like on the fringe. I mean, I think they're going to get in either way.
They'll get in.
But I'm just saying it would really help if they were to win the Big East tournament. And you love those stories where it's like you win the conference championship, you get in, go off.
They're that. I feel like they're that team that is always
They're exactly that team.
in the Big East Finals.
Yeah,
Championship.
every year. They won it 2 years ago. They won the last team to not win the Big East championship. That's a tongue twister. Not really. The last team to win the Big East, not named Villanova, was Seton Hall.
No,
Fact
that
of the
was
day.
2 years ago.
Fact of the day.
That was
2 years ago.
Well, there you go.
All right, so they're playing Georgetown on Thursday in the first game. It was a revenge game. They lost them the last time. I'm big on revenge games. My last 2 Tills' Takes have hit on revenge games. Big revenge game. Bet Seton Hall throughout the Big East tournament. They're going to win. Miles Powell, he's averaging 23 a game. He's going to have a tourney. Their head coach lives in Westfield. That's another bonus. That's going to help them.
Oh, that means they're going to win.
I mean, yeah, basically.
All right.
So that's Tills' Takes. Ben, what do you think in the Big East?
All right, hear me out, Jet. I don't know if I was call this a Ben's bet. It's more of just like a give me this, I need it to happen, save me bet.
Yeah.
Marquette. I've been very high on them all year.
You've been on the bandwagon.
And they lost their last 4 games.
They suck. You predicted them to go to the Final Four on this podcast 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
you suck too.
Well, did they lose in March Madness yet? No, they didn't. And they're also going to win Big East tournament.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They lost their last 4. Hear me out, though. You got to believe in Marquette.
How would someone with a rational mind think that a team that is on a 4-game winning streak win the Big East tournament?
They're due for a win.
That's not how it works.
They're very due for a win.
Seton Hall's going to beat them.
They might.
Yep, they will.
They won't.
What?
Dude, I don't know. Marquette, like, they just have so much potential, and people don't really see that. Like, people are going to sleep on Marquette in the tournament. When Marcus Howard drops 45 in the first week, everyone's going to be like,
They lose the
shit.
second game. They're like,
Then they win that, and they make it to the Final Four.
nope.
But I'll preach it till it dies. Marquette, I'm riding with you.
I'm gonna say Marquette's dead. I'm putting the done chain. Shout out part of my take again. Putting the done chain on Marquette. They're done. They're not in the tournament.
They're gonna get revived.
Nope, they're dead.
Revive them in the Big East tournament.
Dead. Dunzo. Bingo bango. Dunzo.
Yes, there's the Ben's bets until you stay.
Yeah, it was a little bit of
Championship weekend edition.
And next week we're gonna preview March Madness too.
Oh yeah,
that'll be
a lot to talk about once these brackets come out.
Yeah,
and then more info we'll tell you later on our Benny and Jet podcast bracket challenge.
Yeah, we also have that. It's gonna be $10 entry fee. Definitely join. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You can Venmo us.
Winner takes all.
Yeah, winner takes all. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Love a
too.
nice March Madness, you know?
Oh yeah, just friendly competition here, Jim. If you're listening to this right now, please join.
Check the story. We'll probably have more info on it. I'll probably create it by tomorrow. I'll send out. Just once you pay, you can get the password, whatever, sign in. Not too difficult. Good luck to everyone who joins. We'll talk about it later.
All right, let's get to question of the week. So we have one big question of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben, you wanna ask it?
No, I want you to ask it, Jet.
No, you should ask it.
You want me to ask it?
You ask it.
Okay. So, would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die? It's kind of a depressing question, but
Definitely a depressing question.
it's a thinker.
Depressing
Absolutely a thinker.
I'm going when you'd rather, or when you know. See, I was thinking like right off the bat when you're gonna die, but then you're always gonna be thinking.
You're thinking about that.
But then at the same time, you're also thinking like, if you're like, oh, you're gonna die in a car accident, you're like, I'm never gonna get in a car again.
But
It's all about
you're
the
eventually-
mindset.
It's all right. So Sharon, what are you thinking?
Absolutely when you're gonna die.
All right,
I
why?
could care less how I'm gonna die. If I know that I'm living until this certain day, I'm living my life to the absolute fullest until that day. And then on that day, I'm just going all out.
You're on ham.
Yeah, absolutely.
You say that, but when you know when you're gonna die, and that's
It's a very
constantly in the
depressing
back of your head, like you're gonna be
You could
thinking
just
about
choose
that.
to ignore it until it's like right on your doorstep. Then you have to face it. But I mean,
Even if you knew how you were gonna die, like you would try to avoid that thing, but
it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
You can't avoid it. It's
But that's like, say you were like, all right, it's car crash is gonna be my death. Like I would never get in a car again.
But it doesn't matter.
you're still gonna die in a car crash. Like either choice you make, it's always
It's
gonna be
inevitable.
lingering in the
Okay,
back of your
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So like you kind of know the end either way. So like there's no right answer here.
Definitely
And
no
we
right
know that.
answer. Most of these hypotheticals,
It's
no right
not
answer.
about
There's
the
no right answer.
destination. It's about the journey. It's about how you get there.
That's a deep quote right there from Sherm. Producer Sherm coming out of the woodworks with a deep quote.
All right, let me just give you another quick one here.
Okay.
Would you rather lose all your toes or all your fingers?
Fingers.
Fingers?
Yes.
Toes.
Toes.
Toes. By far toes. Are you kidding me?
Not even.
I'm 100%
Honestly, I thought that was one of the.
I don't like.
I thought that was one of the easiest questions I've ever
When
asked.
do you like use your
Cannot
toes?
walk or balance without your.
You can absolutely walk.
amputate your
without
leg and
toes.
get a
You can-
bionic
you
leg?
Can, you can walk without your toes.
If you're
You
living
can
your life
learn to
with-
walk without
you
your
walk
toes.
on your heel.
Yes, there you go.
If you're living your life with all your
Enormous
toes,
heel
and then
strength.
all of a sudden,
You can walk on your
bam,
hands.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, your toes are all gone. You can't do anything. Like you.
Dude, how are you picking stuff up? Chopsticks? With your hands?
I mean,
Just gonna grab it? How you gonna?
Just give it a-
How you gonna text?
Bear hug.
How you gonna use a
Fingers-
touchscreen device?
You use your fingers, I think, way more than your toes.
How you gonna
I'm
eat?
going with fingers, 1,000,000%.
How you gonna eat, John? With your toes?
With his toes.
With your toes?
Like a chimpanzee, man.
figure out how to use your toes like your fingers.
I mean, that's definitely possible. I just saw a video that someone they had no arms and they were
Dwight
like they
Schrute in
do
the office
everything
when
with their
Dwight-
feet.
Dwight
It's
tries to
insane.
use his feet, like to pick up the coffee, and Jim pours really hot coffee on him. That was a very funny scene. So, and it's a preview of what's to come if you use your toes instead of your fingers.
Yeah, there you go, John.
So, We're right.
I'm sticking with
No, I mean, you're an idiot, so.
Jeez.
Coming at him.
I mean, this kid just giving his opinion.
I didn't mean that.
We love you, John.
Come on, man.
You know what? Let's give John a clap here.
All right,
3,
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
That was
Very in sync.
that was
Great,
awesome.
great work.
I think we should end it right there.
Honestly, I'm very down for that.
Yeah. All right. Solid podcast. We got some more content coming your way in terms of extra videos, and we're trying to plan out some new stuff that's not just the podcast. We're also trying to get more segments. Like we talked a little bit about the conspiracy theory. A little bit. We're previewing it. We don't taste here, Jim. Take the taste of salt. Bring it in. Conspiracy theory. Potential segment.
Right.
If you guys have any other segments for us too, let us know.
Any
One more thing.
hypotheticals, questions of the day.
Yeah, questions, anything, just DM us,
Uno
text
mas.
us, tweet at us, Instagram us, MySpace us.
MySpace. All right, so merchandise, long sleeve tees. Put on the story. We got a bunch of people. It's really awesome, really helpful, giving us sizes, pre-orders, so that we know what to get. If you're listening to this now, and if we haven't made the order yet, feel free to contact us. We can add you and your size to the order and get you in. We'll keep you guys updated with shipping when we order it, and when it comes in, we'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, and it's on the, if you go to Instagram, it's on the highlights part, and you can see the merch, you can see the shirt, and we're also working on maybe some other merch too.
Yeah,
Maybe some
stay tuned.
socks. A lot of people have been asking for socks.
I wonder why. Why do people want socks so bad?
We might start selling socks.
Socks.
They're a
Might start
necessity.
selling socks.
Stay tuned for socks.
I mean, if you don't wear socks,
I'm hearing do-rags too. A couple people are asking me for
hearing
do-rags.
too, actually. So,
Is there a one size fits all for do-rags? You gotta check that out.
all right, that'll do it. We definitely need a sign off, by the way, too. That would be so dope. If we
That's
had
a
sign
wrap,
off.
boys.
What? A sign off?
Arrivederci.
That's a wrap.
Arrivederci. It's my favorite line.
Arrivederci.
No, it's my favorite line.
Okay.
It's all right. Arrivederci. I always say that.
All
shit.
right, you know what? You say arrivederci, I'm going to say deuces. That's my thing.
All right, I'm arrivederci.
All right, yeah, that's my thing. All
right,
right,
so-
Sherm, you can say goodbye to the people.
All right, goodbye, people.
I like, that's your new thing. That's your new thing. That's your new sign off.
Good.
You say now, you say yours.
Arrivederci.
Deuces. See you later.
Later.
You're gonna